I mean, how would you rate the Eminem Machine Gun Kelly diss records? Would you say they're at the top of the pile, or are they just kind of in the middle?
Hey man, with all due respect, I think that the MGK disc is at the top. It's toward the top. You know, like M is a beast, but you know, that Machine Gun Kelly song, I mean, he did that. You got to give that boy his credit, man. I know he not M. I know he not established like M. I know he haven't given us the great classics. You know, he don't have the catalog that M have. And, you know, he don't have that respect, you know. But, man, you got to give that dude his credit, man. You know, that song is up there.
I was impressed, you know, and I've known Machine Gun Kelly for a long time. We did some of his really early interviews and everything, and he came a lot harder than I thought he would come.
I didn't know he had it in him. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
I didn't
me
know.
neither.
I did not. But at the same time, with all due respect, I wasn't like really hip to his music like that. I've heard a couple songs, but I didn't know he had it in him to do that, you know. But I know Eminem got it in him to do it, and you know, I don't really think I know that M can dish your ass for 10 records straight, and every single song will be interesting. You know, it's gonna have some new developments, you know, in every single song. So I know he got it, but I don't know. I just didn't know that boy could go like that. You know, he did that. Like I think you got to give that kid his credit, man. You know, it just don't matter. Like a diss song is a diss song. A good song is a good song. It doesn't matter who wrote it.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people, now that some time has passed, put Drake's Back to Back in the top diss song category too.
Yeah, I think the Back to Back song is up there. It's in the discussion, especially for this generation. Mm-hmm. But I also think that people are going to sway toward their generation's diss record, because it's something about capturing the moment and living in that moment when you are engulfed in your generation's music, right? It's something about that moment, and it's going to be a little bit more special to you. So that's why I believe that most people in this generation is going to think that the Drake song or the Machine Gun Kelly song is going to be it's right there at the top. You know, in the all-time diss categories. They should be up there. They were definitely up for discussion. But going back to No Vaseline, when I heard No Vaseline, I heard Sir Jinx played it for me in Chicago. We were on tour together and with Cube, and we were at the hotel sitting in the lobby, and Jinx was like, "You heard Cube's new song?" I say, "Nah, play it." Oh shit. Like, ooh shit. Like, damn. It was like that, you know? It was like that. Like, you know, he take no prisoners.
Yep. You know, now on Eminem's new album, Kamikaze, M took shots at Lord Jamar on Fall. And he was talking about the interviews that me and Jamar were doing on Vlad TV, with Jamar saying that Eminem is a guest in the House of Hip Hop.
Just like in Eminem, we had a lot of people talking about, is Eminem a guest in the House of Hip Hop? You're motherfucking right he is. Just because he sold the most records and all of that, like.
What you mean a guest?
Well, he considers that hip hop is a black art form. Mm-hmm. And if you are a white rapper, you are a guest in the house that black culture has built.
Okay. I never heard that, but I could see that.
Yeah. Like, I consider myself a guest in the House of Hip Hop, and I have no problems with that.
I can see that.
I'm happy to be a guest.
I can see that if I was not doing hip hop and I was doing country, and somebody said, you know, you're a guest, you know, in the House of Country, which shit, that means that you invited me over. At least I'm welcome if I'm a guest. You know what I'm saying? So I'm cool with that, because to be in that conversation, you know. But guess what? I'm an important ass guest, and Eminem is an important ass guest. If he is a guest in the house of hip hop, he's a very motherfucking important guest.
He's got the penthouse suite when he comes over.
This motherfucker got the keys to the house. He ain't got the, you know what I'm saying? He cool when the owner leave. You cool, man. You cool. Just don't tear the shit up. You good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's like that. In fact, M so cool, he can invite guests. You know what I'm saying? That's the way it is.
Well, I mean, in the song, he started naming all the rappers that he influenced, like Kendrick Lamar, Logic, J. Cole, Hopsin, and so forth. And he also talked about how he brought the world 50 Cent.
Yeah.
Because 50 Cent was originally signed to Shady Aftermath.
You got to give him his credit. He did that. Eminem has fucking contributed. He has made a mammoth contribution to hip hop. So you can't take that away from him. So, I don't necessarily view Lord Jamar saying that as being disrespectful. Some people ain't welcome at all. Some people ain't a guest in hip hop. They're not welcome at all. So, I don't really see that as being disrespectful.
I agree. Like I said, I consider myself a guest. I feel lucky that I can wake up every morning and talk to people like Willie D, who I, really jammed their music in high school. And I'm getting paid to have these types of conversations in the hip hop space, and the hip hop audience reacts to it. And This is how I pay my bills. Like, I feel lucky to be able to do that.
You got a hell of a gig, man. You got a hell of a gig.
Hell of a gig. In high school, I never even remotely thought that I would be part of hip hop. I just thought I'd always be a fan and I'd be doing something else. So, like I said, I feel lucky.
Yeah.